Hello, Northsiders. It's Mrs. Cleary, and I'm here to read to you A Piglet Named Mercy by Kate DiCamillo. Mr. Watson and Mrs. Watson lived in a house on Deckerwood Drive. Deckerwood Drive was an ordinary street in an ordinary town. And Mr. and Mrs. Watson were ordinary people who did ordinary things in ordinary ways. One day, Mrs. Watson said to Mr. Watson, "I wonder if we aren't just the teeniest bit too predictable." "Predictable? Us?" said Mr. Watson. "Surely not. It's just that sometimes I wish something different would happen," said Mrs. Watson. "Things are just fine the way they are," said Mr. Watson. But then something different did happen. Look at all the pig noses. Someone very small and not at all ordinary found her way to the Watsons' house on Deckerwood Drive. Mr. Watson made the discovery when he opened the door for the morning paper. "Mrs. Watson," he called, "come see." "Oh, the little dear," said Mrs. Watson. "Oink," said the piglet. "I think she's hungry," said Mr. Watson. "Is that a pig?" said Eugenia Lincoln. Eugenia Lincoln lived next door, and she did not approve of surprises or pigs. "It is," said Mrs. Watson. "Can you believe our luck?" "Don't be ridiculous," said Eugenia Lincoln. "A pig is not lucky at all." "Do you think perhaps the piglet would like a bottle of warm milk?" said Baby Lincoln. Baby was Eugenia's younger sister, and she was fond of surprises and piglets. Mr. Watson scratched his head. "A bottle of milk? I don't know. This is all so unpredictable." "Leave it to me," said Baby Lincoln. "Oink," said the piglet again. Mrs. Watson picked up the piglet and took her inside. She wrapped her in a blanket. "Have you ever seen anyone so darling?" she said. "Never," said Mr. Watson. "Here is the warm milk," said Baby Lincoln. "I have it right here." Eugenia said, "This is absurd." The piglet did not think it was absurd at all. She drank the entire bottle. And then she burped and oinked and went looking for more. "Oh, my goodness," said Mr. Watson. "Watch out," said Eugenia. "She seems to like toast very much," said Baby. "Oh, the darling, darling thing," said Mrs. Watson. Mr. Watson and Mrs. Watson, perhaps you would like to hold her for a bit. "Certainly," said Mr. Watson. He took the piglet in his arms. He rocked her. He hummed. "How extraordinary," said Mr. Watson. "She is a porcine wonder." "The piglet is a wish come true," said Mrs. Watson. "What a mercy she is," said Baby. "There you go," said Mr. Watson. "We will call her Mercy." "She is not a mercy," said Eugenia. "She is a pig." "Oink, oink," said the piglet. "You cannot name a pig Mercy," shouted Eugenia. But they did. They named her Mercy. She was entirely unpredictable. She was not at all ordinary. And she was very, very loved. Every porcine wonder was once a piglet. I hope you enjoyed the book A Piglet Named Mercy by Kate DiCamillo.